probably the final play of the game in regulation. It is caught by Dyson. Can he get in? No, he cannot. Mike Jones made the tackle. And the Rams have won the Super Bowl.
No line. The game is over. The game is over.
Now every Super Bowl should have an ending such as this. Down on the 1-yard line, a terrific play call, trying to give Dyson an opportunity to break a tackle.
Mike Jones,
entire
the
unit.
linebacker.
The only other person that I could have thought of was Rob Burnett, because he was really a tone setter in the first few series, putting a lot of pressure on Kerry Collins. But other than that, you got to go with Ray Lewis. He's the heart and soul of this football team.
That's it. The Baltimore Ravens, for the first time in their franchise history, are Super Bowl champions with their emotional leader, their heart and soul.
And this has been a year about Vinatieri and making some great kicks against the Raiders. Two of the greatest kicks that I've ever seen in my life.
Here comes one of greater importance if he makes it. And it's right down the pipe. Adam Vinatieri. No time on the clock, and the Patriots have won Super Bowl 36.
It hurt his knee, and then he wasn't jumping anymore. You know, he'd just go through a little celebration. That time he said, what the heck, he jumped.
One more mic'd up from John Lynch. Here it is.
Run game! We're world champs, baby! Give me this! Give me this! Woo! Yeah! Woo! So sedate when you see him, and all of a sudden, you know that old oxymoron, clean dirt? That's what John Lynch is. And then out in the field, he's a wild man. He's a hitter. He's all those things. And John Gruden, like I says, you have it, and you'll have it for the rest of your life, and they can never take it away from you.
Well, Malcolm Glazer and
time, throws, has his man inside the 25-yard line. Deion Branch made the catch, and timeout is called with 8 seconds on the clock. There is the man, Adam Vinatieri, in his 8th season out of South Dakota State. 41 yards. Ken Walter will hold. And we get a timeout. The Patriots looking for a second Super Bowl title in 3 years from 41 yards. Looks good. Perfect spot by Walter. The perfect kick by Vinatieri. The perfect kick on the kickoff is not what Carolina got from John Casey, which gave New England terrific field position to start this drive. Bill Belichick says we'll take that, and now we've got 4 seconds to deal with.
Thinking about the next play. What do we do on the kickoff right away? Don't celebrate yet because it's not over.
Rod Smart and Steve Smith are deep. Vinatieri kicks it deep. From the 1-yard line, it's Rod Smart. The 20. Runs out of room, and the Panthers run out of time.
Another play. They're going to have to really hustle.
They got to throw 2 Hail Marys.
Down the middle of the field, and the pass is picked off by Harrison. Rodney Harrison takes it in, and 9 seconds remain, and the New England Patriots are on their way to solidifying their team as an NFL dynasty.
And Freddie Mitchell started the week by saying, I got something for you, Rodney Harrison. Rodney Harrison finishing the week saying, I got something for you, Freddie Mitchell.
In the 60s, you think of Green Bay. In the 70s, the Steelers. In the 80s, the San Francisco 49ers. The Cowboys in the 90s. And the New England Patriots will be the first dynasty of the 21st century.
And I think the thing, Joe, that was so impressive to me watching the New England Patriots here tonight is, yeah, there were some things that went against them early in this ball game, but every time they had to step up and make a play, they made a play. Now they just got Bill Belichick and his father with the Gatorade bath.
How about that? Even Steve got to experience the Gatorade bath here.
That's it. And it's another 3-point victory for the New England Patriots in a Super Bowl.
Just remarkable. If you knew Bill Belichick when he was coaching with the Cleveland Browns, they had one winning season there, and to now say that his record in the playoffs would be better than the great Vince Lombardi, I don't know if there's a person in Cleveland that's not scratching their head a little bit and saying, are you believing what we're seeing?
There's no better coach in the game today than Bill Belichick. Second year in a row, and for the third time in the last 4 years, the Patriots celebrate winning the Lombardi Trophy.
It's 4th down.
Boy, they finished the game the way they finished the half.
Absolutely. And the pass over the middle, and that's Stevens, and he's going to drop that one, and that's going to write an end to it. And you're exactly right, John. The first half was a mess at the end. The end of this drive was a mess for Seattle's offense.
But how about Bill Cowher? You talk about coaches, and I said earlier his but he hasn't won the big one. Yeah, but he hasn't won the Super Bowl. He's won it today.
You bet. His daughters are there. And that's always been the thing. And you're right, John. It's that but thing, His wife, Kay. Bill Cowher, great coach, a lot of wins, titles, gets to the Super Bowl, but now he's going to hoist the Lombardi Trophy.
And I'll tell you, you look at his daughters and you look at his wife down there, they live that too. They live with that can't win the big one. You always go to Hawaii. You're always coaching the Pro Bowl. You're never in the Super Bowl. And then you have to just kind of stay there and take it. But I'll tell you, they'll never be able to say that about Bill Cowher again.
And what a run. As they'll end it on a kneel down. Polamalu will be the safety valve here. And the Pittsburgh Steelers 7-5. And wouldn't have made the playoffs 2 months ago. Run the entire table with 8 wins, regular and post. All of them in postseason on the road.
Bill Cowher was saying that he wanted to get this one to give owner Dan Rooney his 5th Super Bowl ring. He did that.
And finally, after those 4 Super Bowl wins in the 70s, one of the great dynasties in the history of sports, they finally, in 2005, the 2005 season, on February 5th, 2006, they finally get the one for the
9 yards. He thought one of the great gestures. Here comes the bucket. I think he knows it. Oh, the second one got him too. Yeah, what a double barrel effort. The Colts brought everybody in their building to the Super Bowl and their wives. Every employee was brought down, from the cafeteria staff, janitorial staff, grounds crew. They're all here to see the Colts of Indianapolis win Super Bowl 41. There it is. Urlacher and Manning. asked him about the fact that he had the chance to be the first African-American coach to win the Super Bowl and to hold the Lombardi Trophy, and he said, you know, in your heart of hearts, I know I wasn't the first with the ability.
With the ability, that's right.
Talked about men like Eddie Robinson, John Merritt, Jake Gather, Sherm Lewis, Jimmy Ray, Emmett Thomas, Lionel Taylor.
Well, Jim, Tony Dungy, he represents himself so well.
Brady steps up, throws, downfield, broken up. 2 seconds left as the Giants take over. They run out the clock. They put 1 second back on the scoreboard. Bill Belichick is willing to jog out to the middle of the field. Again, 1 second is remaining on the scoreboard. The celebration started and now will stop as Eli Manning in the offense is trying to get everybody off the field. There is 1 second left on the scoreboard.
Good luck getting everybody off this field.
I mean, there are fans out there, there are photographers, and this officiating crew is trying somehow to restore order before Eli Manning gets one last snap and kneels down to win the Super Bowl. Bill Belichick is leaving the field. And nobody from New England right now is out on the field, just the Giants offense. Now a couple of defensive players trickle on. The official word from the NFL is a play has to be run. But it appears it will be run with Bill Belichick up the tunnel. And the New York Giants 1 second away from pulling off this upset. Eli Manning, 19 of 34, 255 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 to Tyree, 1 to Burris, 1 interception. Toomer 6 catches. The Giants defense 5 sacks. The Giants have won the Super Bowl. Down there in the middle of all that is
3 receivers to the right. Warner stepping up, buying time, under pressure, trying to sling it away. Was the arm coming forward? That's Lamar Woodley who got there, and Lamar Woodley creates the fumble and a Pittsburgh recovery with 5 seconds left. Brett Kiesel recovered it. Warner buying time, trying to find room. Flags on the field now. After the play, Farrier took his helmet off, but that would be post-possession if this play stands.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, recovering team, 15-yard penalty, helmet removal. First down, Pittsburgh.
The question is it a fumble? Is the arm coming forward? Clearly, another thing they will look at upstairs, no challenges in the last 2 minutes. Is it the empty hand? Is the arm coming forward? He's trying to get it out. The question is it an incomplete pass? And of course, the Cardinals are all saying, go over to the hood, go over to the hood. 6 Super Bowls.
Half to get it across. 4th and goal. Manning. Incomplete. The Saints are going to do it. Tried to hit Reggie Wayne. Phil, how did they turn this thing around from 10-0 down early?
Jim, their defense just hung in there. This time they drop a defensive lineman back there. There are players in positions to make the hit, and they were opportunistic. The coaching helped them, no question, with his decisions.
Well, Wayne could have made that catch.
He could have. The onside kick by Sean Payton was huge. It turned everything around. Maybe more importantly, it gave the Saints team belief that they could get it done.
Tom Benson. There he is in the back row.
Yep. Most of all, Jim, though, the Saints offense, what it did in that second quarter, when it was there, they made the plays, they shortened the game, and they kept the Colts offense off the field.
Mr. Benson, their owner since 1985, in his 25th year, the one who hired Mickey Loomis and Sean Payton, signed Drew Brees. Brees was one that could have been playing here as his home stadium, but the Dolphins, you know what, they just cast too much doubt. They were too suspicious that his shoulder wasn't going to heal, and Brees didn't like the attitude and the vibe. He said, New Orleans wanted me.
Yeah, that's right. They wanted him. Sean Payton said, come down here. I will let you help me design this offense. I'd say it worked out pretty well in 4 years.
A franchise that was born 8 months after the first Super Bowl game. They struggled for years. They have been the full embodiment of their community. A sign of hope. Through the Saints, they sought respect. And I tell you, Mardi Gras is about to break out here in Miami.
Tonight's cam sponsored by Budweiser, an up-close and personal look. The final snap of Super Bowl 45. The Green Bay Packers have won the Super Bowl. The Lombardi Trophy is coming home.
Rob Gronkowski in just to try for the jump ball and the Hail Mary here.
From the 49. Brady, barring a defensive foul, the game ends here to the end zone. Hernandez is there, tipped and batted. Gronkowski can't get it. Incomplete. And the New York Giants, given last rites by many in December, are the Super Bowl champs in February.
Rob Gronkowski came close. And Eli Manning has done it again. What an incredible year by Eli Manning.
Two coaches who shared Super Bowl rings in Super Bowl 25 on the same staff. Another Lombardi Trophy going to the Manning family. That'll make 3, 2 for Eli and 1 for Peyton. Here's the last play.
Hernandez goes up, but watch Gronkowski. He's got a shot. Just can't get there. That ball, if it had been tipped another foot higher, Gronkowski could have been there. Now, I cannot say enough about what Eli has done this season.
John Mara, son of Wellington Mara, he exults. It's the 4th time that the Giants have won the Super Bowl. And Eli, and who will be the MVP of this one, with the Giants winning by a score of 21-17. Chevy postgame show, presentation of the Lombardi Trophy.
Which would then give you an unrushed attempt.
That's right.
At a field goal. See that about once every 30 or 40 years. Timeout called by the Ravens. Bridge out of Denver with a kick return and a punt return for touchdowns by Trendon Holiday. And he booms this one. That takes the fair catch free kick out of play. And it's again to the 40. Still on his feet at the 50. And the Ravens have won it 34-31. The Super Bowl belongs to Baltimore. Owner Steve Bisciotti with his head coach.
Football anyway, and it's a first down for Denver and Pete Carroll. You know, some Troy said, well, he's just a college coach. He can just rally the kids. He's done a brilliant job with the Seahawks, a guy who was the head coach with the Jets in 94, 97 and 99 with New England. 4th year here, and boy, he has established a winning culture in Seattle. Anderson, and that should be it. Dominant performance across the board. Pete Carroll, the Seattle Seahawks, winding their way 15 seconds away officially in the first world championship in franchise history, as they win it here at MetLife Stadium 43-8. The Seahawks are world champs.
Guarantee you, Bill Belichick is sitting here thinking about it right now.
It's on his mind. It has to be. Do you bleed the clock all the way down? They're bleeding it right down to half a minute. 2nd and goal. Baldwin sets up on the left. Play clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. Unreal. Malcolm Butler, who almost made the phenomenal play that wound up in Kersh's arms. There are flags on the field for a celebration. Amazing. Butler, a rookie free agent out of West Alabama.
They try to pick play, Al. They tried to go here, but he beats him to the punch. And I'm sorry, but I can't believe the call.
Me neither.
I cannot believe the call. You've got Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. You've got a guy that's been borderline, and Belichick was saying, make sure these guys fire off. Look at everybody inside.
Seattle ready to jump off now, of all things. If they jumped off and weren't drawn, that'll take them to the 6-yard line, but the officials will confer.
Michael Bennett jumps off sides more than anybody else 10 times this year, and in this critical last chance moment, he does again.
Unless he was drawn.
Encroachment.
And he wasn't.
Defense number 72. 5-yard penalty. Go first down.
Give Brady credit. He just drew him. They were going total scrum in behind. And Bill Belichick knows after all the heartbreak, we saw it, Al. Tyree, Mario Manningham, fluky plays. This time, after all the stuff of these 2 weeks.
And then a scrum, of course. Here you go, flags. So you'll have an ugly ending to what was a pretty terrific ball game. Well, a lot of frustration out there. And the guys in blue.
You know, from Seattle's standpoint, whatever. From New England's standpoint, you're 18 seconds away from a Super Bowl championship. You don't throw a punch at anybody here.
Well, the sky was falling in early October. There's a lot of bright sunshine right now in Foxborough and all over New England. And after the wackiest lead-up to a Super Bowl ever, the New England Patriots.
Mercifully, they run it down to 1 second. The first to ever get to 200 wins. Some of the records. And now 2-time Super Bowl champion. A final star turn it is for Peyton. And the Denver Broncos have taken Super Bowl 50. All right, Tracy.
Looking for down here. The great Tom Brady had completed 10 in a row. Now second and goal. 319. Toss to White. He's in. Patriots win the Super Bowl. Brady has his 5th. What a comeback. Another look to make sure. James White driving. They've already shot off the confetti. Fans are on the field.
this team.
Absolutely is. I kind of thought that we might end up seeing one of the receivers come in and play DB at the end of this game in case you got the jump ball, but nobody in.
They got 3 DBs back at the 20. Brady fires, and it's almost picked off. That took 4 seconds. That's Darby, intended for Philip Dorsett. And you've got 9 seconds.
I would rather have 2 shots in the end zone here than that 9 yards.
And then you pray for, if not a completion, at least maybe you get a defensive pass interference call.
There is nobody anywhere close to as tall as Rob Gronkowski. I would jam him with the line of scrimmage. I would not let him run freely off this ball.
Brady under pressure, escapes the sack, launching one for the end zone. It's a jump ball, and it's incomplete. And Gronk was there. And time runs out.
This is the end of the game.
And for the Philadelphia Eagles, the long drought is over. Finally. Last championship, 1960.
This could be there's no Hail Mary. See how many guys are down there on the line? You could take your shot, and it's 3-on-3 back there, or 4-on-3 at worst.
Middle of the field, caught by Cooks. He could get up and run with it. He wasn't touched, was he? Well,
Clock it.
Yep.
Now you bring out the kicker. Clock it and bring out the kicker.
Zuerlein will come out for about a 48-yard field goal. I mean, if you pull this off in terms of kick the field goal, then you do recover the onside kick, which seldom happens these days with the new rules. You still are going to be right at maybe, if you're fortunate, 1 second. If you were to get everything to go your way. So here's Zuerlein, part 1, 48 yards. No good.
The rain continues.
Yes, it does. They've got to snap it one more time.
It ain't over.
The ball will end up in the hands of Tom Brady on the kneel down. And what did he say to us the other day? He says, I pray to win another Super Bowl. So help me. I'll never ask again. Can I just get this one, he said.
Until next year.
Yeah, exactly. Then the reset. Yeah, he said, missed it. Belichick's going to become the oldest coach, supplanting Tom Coughlin, who was 65 when he beat the Patriots in Super Bowl 46. And there it is. The dynasty continues.
Sean McVay with a great season.
For the Kansas City Chiefs, Clark Hunt, 54 years old, not yet 5 when the Chiefs won Super Bowl IV. Brett Veach, their 42-year-old general manager. Norma Hunt, the widow of the late, great Lamar Hunt, who founded this team as the Dallas Texans, moved to Kansas City in 1963. Won Super Bowl IV at the end of the '69 season, January of 1970, and with Tammy Reed, the wife of Andy Reid, celebrating. 5 seconds remain, and they keep Mahomes out there.
Yeah, they're going to run around or just throw this thing up and try to run out the rest of this clock.
And they have done it. Chiefs are Super Bowl champions here in Miami as they win it here in Super Bowl 54.
And research and development will tell you Jason Licht did the right thing, putting all this together. One more snap, would you have guessed, when this impossible season was trying to launch, that you'd get it all in, you'd get to Tampa, and when the Super Bowl ended, the ball would be in the hands of Tom Brady?
I don't know why we ever think it won't. It's gotten almost not realistic in anything that we've ever thought. This guy just changes the mold of way we think and continues, and there's Spagnuolo telling him.
I have no answers for you tonight. That's what he's saying.
And right here, here's Brady saying, hey,
keep in touch, he says.
Here's looking at you, kid.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a second Super Bowl title in franchise history.
And Tom Brady doesn't pass the torch quite yet to Mahomes, does he?
No.
Even though
you're looking at the greatest right there. The family celebrating. Mom and Dad right there in the center.
Burrow trying to keep it going, gets spun down, gets it away, and incomplete. It looked like P-Ron might have had a shot to make the grab, but the Rams now running down to celebrate with a defensive play.
And guess who? Guess
of course.
who? I mean, you don't even have to think about it. Do not even have to think about it.
Pointing to the ring finger. But the Rams were built to win the Super Bowl, and they have sealed the deal. For the lead. Butker up, got it!
The Chiefs 8 seconds away. Everything perfect there, snap and hold, no slipping on the turf, and Patrick Mahomes with a big second half for Kansas City. A 24-point second half. And now the Eagles need some big-time magic. Little squib kick here. Taken by Gainwell, the up man. And going to slide down with 5 seconds left. Try to set up one final play. Make it 4 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, every team practices this situation. It's pretty clearly desperation mode. So the idea is you want to try to get the ball out as quick as you can in space. Get your ball carriers, get your athletes in a lateral position and just try to keep the play alive. And really, at this point, you're just hoping for a miracle. You can see Kansas City, they have all their defensive linemen out of the game. These are all linebackers, defensive ends.
Here we go. Hurts has all day. Now some rushers come. Going to throw it as far as his arm can take it, which is well short. And the Kansas City Chiefs have won Super Bowl 57.
It's the end of the first quarter, and you move to the second quarter. That's why, because I can only feel the number of people out there being like, what's going on?
First and goal. Mahomes flings it.
It's there!
Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City!
And this was the Andy Reid special. This was the Andy Reid special we talked about. He was saving all day. He's going to fake a motion to go across. And at that moment, he turns and goes back. Hardman, who they didn't have, right? And they go get Hardman and bring him back. And the game-winning drive of Mahomes' career, he's been waiting for. He's won Super Bowls, but he's never had it in an overtime. He is the best. He is the standard. Your Michael Jordan wins it again.
Andy wants to save his remarks for the victory platform. The 7th longest game in the history of the NFL was one of the most memorable ones as well. And the Chiefs, you're going to hear a lot about it. You might as well say it right now. They have their dynasty.
Yes.
For the second time, the Vince Lombardi Trophy is headed to Philadelphia. Eagles fly in Super Bowl 59.
Watch the camera, guys.
Let's go down to Tom Rinaldi. He's got Nick.
A Super Bowl. In the hands, Trevion Henderson trying to get to the sideline. Keeps going to the 29. And that will do it. Seattle reigns above them all in the NFL. The Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for the second time.
He deserved that, man. What an incredible job he's done.